Hello, welcome back. In this video, we are going to take a clear look at two special keywords. We have the this and we have the super keyword. So we are going to be looking at what these keywords can do and what they represent. So at first, we'll go back to our players.java class and remember how we had coded this stuff. Took time to really stressful. So I'm going to remove the whole of this setters and getters method. We're going to make our ID, which is IntelliJ, generate it for us automatically. So for that, we'll press our cursor has to be inside of the place we're editing our code. We'll press alternate and insert. You can see we have getters and setters. We even have constructor right here, and we have equal to hash code to string. We'll be looking at all of these in details: the equal, the hash code, and the to string method. When we move over to the next video, which has to deal with the object class. So I'll click on enter and I'm going to select the feed I want to generate and the getters and setters. So I'll hold my control key and click on each of these feed and gender too. Okay, as you can see, we have the getter and setter method generated automatically for us, so we don't need to type those boilerplate code ourselves. Now this keyword is what made me generated it automatically. So we'll be looking at this. So this simply refers to the object that is calling the particular method at that point in time. So this right here going to I deleted the previous one, so I'll create a new players object. So players equal to new players Johnson 12 and gender it's male and semicolon. So this right here simply refers to the feed variable of the particular object that is calling the method. So this right here, in this case, if I call player dot set name and I pass the name of Jefferson, this in the set name method simply refers to the object that is calling the method at this time. This right, we have the name feed. So this is the object that is calling the method. So just take it like this is the object that is calling the method. I'm repeating myself to make it much more clearer. So this dot name now refers to the new name that is passed into the set name method. So when I now go for player.name, player.getName, and I print this value out on my console, so as you can see, Jefferson has been printed out on my console. This is because I simply changed the value of the name field from Johnson to Jefferson. So this keyword simply is used to refer to the particular object that is calling the method. Now we have another keyword, and that keyword is known as the super keyword. So the super keyword has to deal majorly with inheritance. That is, superclass and subclasses. So we'll be looking at super right now. We'll move over to our animals class. And as you can see right here, we have our animals class, and this animals class has some feed variable, and it also has its own method. However, we don't have a constructor for this animals class, so I'm going to automatically generate a constructor just like we generated the getters and setters in the players class. We are going to generate a constructor for our animals class. We'll use our auth and insert keyword. Also and do remove those stuff. Where is this problem coming from? Okay, we are going to look at that in details, but for now, we are going to generate our we have to go outside of the method. In the class, we are going to generate our constructor, and this constructor, we can specify the parameters that will be passed into the constructor from here. So I just need two parameters. I don't want the whole of the parameters. So I need the string parameter, and I need the number of limbs parameter. So I'll click OK. Now, as you can see, we now have a constructor that is generated automatically for us, and we have the this keyword that is referring to the particular object that is being created, and it refers to this name variable. The reason we have this dot name is due to the fact that we can't start using different variable name for the fields we have. So we can still pass string and give it the name of the particular variable that has been defined, like number of limbs. We also have number of limbs here. So this the number of limbs differentiates between this number of limbs and this number of limbs. So this dot number of limbs simply assign the value of number of limbs to the new object that is being created. Take note, this is referred to the object, and the number of limbs attribute of the object is equal to the number of limbs that was passed as a parameter to the constructor at the time of construction. Now we have a related problem. This is due to the fact that inside of the dog class, we extend the animal class, and the animal class now has a constructor, and the dog class does not have that constructor. So I'll fix that issue now. We are going to define a new constructor for our animal class, and this constructor will not take in any parameter. So we just have an empty constructor. So I think the issue should be solved now. Okay, the issue is solved already. And still remaining this one. Let me take a look at it. Okay, we'll look at this problem in the next section. So let's just probably look at it, so we don't have to create another video for that section. This has to do with method overriding. So that was basically what I included in the last part of this section, but since we are having an issue and seems like we need to solve the issue, I will include method overriding in this video. So to fix this issue right here, we use the authority and then include the override, and I'm still having the same problem. Okay, I'm in the animals class, so it's not supposed to be here since the animals class is the super class. So I'm going to move this, and I'll move over to the man class. Alright, so I'll paste it. I'll do the same for the Okay, I don't have it defined with dog class. I'll do the same for the bird class. And I think the issue should be solved now. So that is method overriding. So because we defined a new method, a new implementation for the movement inside of our man class, inside of our man subclass of the animal class, we have to include the statement override. If not, our code is going to throw an error and it won't run properly because we have the same method. There will be a conflict. There will be conflict between the method in the animals class and the method in the subclass of animals. So that is why you have to include the override, just to say it has overridden the previous implementation that have been defined for the particular function or method in the animal class. So we now have two different constructors for our animals class. Now this constructor is not inherited by the subclass of animals. However, we can create a constructor that also receives the same parameters by saying public dog for the dog instance, and put string name, then we'll say int number of lanes, and then we can call the super constructor and we'll pass name and pass number of lanes as parameter to that constructor. That is basically it. So we don't have to now include this dot name equals to name or this dot name equals to name. So we just have to call the super constructor of the dog object, of the animal subject. Sorry for that. We just have to call the super constructor. The super constructor is the constructor that is defined in the animals class. Now we have a number of limbs. Right. So the reason for the super keyword is there might be cases where we want to refer to the value of number of limbs in the animals class, which is the super class of the dog, and want to refer to the value stored in that super class and not the number of limbs value that is being stored in the dog class. Because right now this number of limbs is going to overshadow the we don't have any. Yes, it's going to overshadow the number of limbs that is in the animal class. So to refer to this number of limbs at any point in time, we use this in the dog class or in any subclass. We use the super dot, the name of the variable. So to refer to the name that is defined in the animal class, let me just assign a default name, say animal. To refer to this name in our dog class, the default name, let me include the printf statement that prints out the name in the constructor. Okay, it's going to say super dot name. Why do I still have a little issue? Let me see. Okay, I think this is the reason for the issue. So I'll remove it because even if I print it, it's still going to print out the name that was stored right here. But however, when I come over to the man class, I want to create a method inside my movement method. You know that the object that's the name of a man, of the man animal, is simply man. Let me include it right here. Saying public string name equals to man. So we know that the name of the man class, the name variable of the man class is equal to man. So now if I'm to print the name right here, I can say this dot name, when I call the man.movement class from my main method, sim man equals to new man.movement, is going to print out the name of the man class, the name that is stored in the name variable of the man class, before it's going to print out the kind of movement it makes. So you have man, and the man can swim, run and walk. This is after it has printed on display out of get name on. So I'm going to comment that stuff at first. So now what this new name variable right here simply does is it has its own value, and it simply overshadows the name variable in the animals class, despite it being a subclass of the animals class. So to be able to print out the name variable in the animal class, we have to make use of the super keyword. So we say super, this time around it is going to print out animals and it's not going to print out man. So I'll run the program again, and here we go, we have animal. So the super is used to refer to methods or variables that have been hidden by the subclass that are present in the superclass. So this super refers to attributes and method in the superclass. So hope you take note of the super and the this keyword. So that is basically it for the super and the this keyword. Thank you for watching, and catch you in the next one. Peace out.